You know, I almost didn't say this out loud, because I knew the moment I did, someone was going to come for me. But honestly, I've had enough quiet conversations with enough real people, and they're starting to see what I see. So here it is. I find hookup culture genuinely repulsive. There, I said it. And I don't care if that offends you, because this isn't coming from some bitter, sheltered place. I'm not religious, not even a little. I'm agnostic through and through. I've been in real relationships, deeply intimate, meaningful ones. I've even done the hookup thing myself at some point. So no, you can't put me in a box and dismiss this. But here's what I keep coming back to. When someone just keeps giving in to random sex over and over again, that's not freedom to me. That's not confidence. That's a loss of self-control, a loss of self-respect. It's like watching someone cave to any addiction they can't shake. It doesn't look strong. It doesn't look liberated. It looks desperate. And maybe I was just overthinking it at first, but the more I watched, the more I couldn't unsee it. My ex once asked me how I carry so much confidence. She genuinely couldn't understand it. And when I told her that I just don't sleep around to feel better about myself, she went quiet. Then she told me the truth. She said the reason she felt like she had to do those things before we met was because society made her feel like she had to, and because she was in a really dark mental space. And the only validation she could find was from men who wanted nothing more than her body for a few minutes. That hit me differently, because she wasn't some bad person. She was just lost. And nobody around her told her she deserved better. Then there was this other girl I spent a lot of time with. Genuinely one of the most beautiful people I'd ever met. A 10, honestly. She'd been out of a 2-year relationship for about 6 months. We started spending time together slowly. No pressure, no rush. The most physical we ever got was holding hands on a short walk. And somewhere along the way, she fell for me. Hard. Her friend even came to me and asked if I'd consider being with her. And I was actually open to it. I really was. Until I found out she'd been sleeping with random guys she met at parties, while all of this was happening between us. And just like that, something in me completely switched off. Not out of rage, not even judgment really. It was just over, instantly. She cried, said I was shaming her, and I looked at her and said, I'm not shaming you. I just don't find that attractive in anyone, and I'm allowed to feel that way. Because here's what genuinely confuses me. People talk about this lifestyle like it's brave, like it's empowered, but then those same people go home feeling completely empty, and nobody wants to admit that part. Sex between two people who actually love each other, that means something. It builds something real. Everything else is just filling a hole that gets bigger every single time. And the media, Hollywood, oh, they're not helping at all. Sex sells, we all know that. And the idea that we should all be doing it all the time has been pushed so hard and for so long that people don't even question it anymore. I watch my coworkers, genuinely decent people, talking about how lonely they are, how depressed they feel. And then in the same breath, they're dropping money they don't have, going out to bars every weekend, trying to impress strangers, hoping that this time it'll feel like something real. It won't. It never does. There's this enormous pressure on men to sleep with as many women as possible, like that's some kind of achievement worth bragging about. And women have been told that doing the same thing is liberation. And I find that deeply, deeply ironic. Because the same women I know who live that way are the ones constantly saying men only want one thing. Maybe both of those things are connected. Or maybe I already knew the truth a long time ago. And the result of all of this? More young people lonelier than ever before, more disconnection, more heartbreak, more quiet emptiness. And look, I'll say this clearly. I'm not calling these people bad human beings. You can be a good person and still make choices that slowly hollow you out. But if you need to sleep with a stranger every couple of weeks just to feel something, I think that says something real about where you are inside. And no, I'm not sorry for believing that. Not even a little. Because I genuinely believe if more people slowed down, if more people respected themselves enough to wait for something real, we'd all be a little less broken, a little less lonely, a little more actually loved. Yeah, that's exactly how I see it. And I've never once looked back.